Well, I forgot to open my beverage. Ready? Are you ready? I'm drinking a Fresca tonight. Not a sponsor, but I can't have any caffeine at the moment because I'm trying to stay up a little bit later, but not too late because I'm working the night shift at work now. And I don't want to drink anything else, and I don't really want water, so Fresca it is. But are you ready?
Yep. Ready.
That was a good one.
If our family is relatively weird about pop and fizzy water and that type of stuff,
What do you
and
mean?
I generally like Fresca's kind of like bottom of the tier, like McDonald's Sprite, top tier, and then it goes like just like normal Sprite, and then Sierra Mist, and then Fresca. Fresca's kind of at the
What's
bottom.
what's the other Sprite? Starry.
Seven Up, Starry. Yeah, those are all above Fresco, but I genuinely get so excited when there's Fresco at family functions because I genuinely hate bubblers or LaCroix is what the heck they're called.
Yeah.
Hate them. So like
Yeah,
when I see a Fresco, I'm like, thank God there's something here.
the bubblers and the what are the other ones? Bubblies and
LaCroix.
I think there's one other one. Either way, yeah, the flavoring of those feels like it's like say if it's like this one's grapefruit citrus, it actually tastes like a citrusy yummy drink. Whereas like a bubbly, it almost tastes like somebody peeled a grapefruit in the same room that this sparkling water was sitting, and they're like, can it up, that's good. We'll just we'll
Yeah,
leave it at that.
yeah, good
Or
enough.
somebody like
I prefer my beverage to have two apples in each bottle.
also not a
That's
sponsor.
dude, I'd be so stoked if Angry Orchard sponsored us. That'd be a big time sponsorship.
That'd be crazy.
It's actually in my non-written will that if I die young, Grant has to plant an apple tree for me at camp just because I really like Angry Orchards.
Put a little bit of your ashes in the hole, and then dump a little bit of Angry Orchard in it. Give it a little stir,
Yeah,
and then
it's gonna blossom a nice orchard tree.
yeah, bring in the big bucks, and they'll be eating from you. You'll supply the camp.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, that's the goal, I guess, behind that. I'm sitting at my kitchen table, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. So I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to fidget with because
Why are you
Jack's
at the
playing
kitchen table?
games.
Oh, you guys,
I was
you know,
I was all set up in the office, and then the group chat started lighting up. Yo, boys, hop on. I was like, dude, I'm ripping a pod. And then they're like, come on. I was like, I'll move because I'm a nice guy.
we
It
gotta get you like a
sucks being
mic or
around.
something that you could set up.
Yeah, it's kind of cold in here. My feet are on the tile. Doesn't feel like the den.
Not
Got a
the
nasty white light just beaming on me. Cards really stacked against me right now, but it's fine. It's cool.
What a great way to start this episode. Just gloom and doom.
Yeah, gloom
Yeah,
and
we're
doom.
uh, we're 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 switching gears. This is episode 50 of the On Purpose podcast, but we're gonna kind of start just being downers. You know what I mean? Just kind of
Yeah, no, you can't
look at life
start
on the
off too
cloudy
hot and
side.
heavy. You can't
Right.
start
Yeah.
off the 50th pod just all sunshine and rainbows. You gotta give it somewhere to go. If you start you start here, then the podcast is just gonna go down a little bit. It's just
Yeah.
gonna be like we kind of fizzled out at the end. It was all right, we fizzled out. But if we start down here, you're like, yeah, we really finished off really good there. That was a good
This is true.
podcast.
This is true. So you're saying like this is the intro?
I mean, no, we can definitely do a better intro, but yeah, now we can start going up. Now we can hit the intro. We can hit the intro. Now we're on the upward climb.
All right. Well, then here. Episode 50, baby. Here we go. We're getting crazy.
Yeah,
I
you
am
can see me.
I'm beyond stoked. I was trying to think of last week, try to figure out a way how I could prep the audience kind of for this episode, and just kind of thinking of everything. And it's just crazy that this is number 50, and then I've
Mm-hmm.
had 50 different conversations with 50 plus people because I've done a couple episodes where there's been two people here and there, or through. I think we did an episode with a third. So it's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
did we do it before? Me, you, Tim, and Jack?
Oh,
Or is
that's
it just me, you?
right. No.
Yeah,
It was the
I
four
think
of
we did
us.
four.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, we'll dive into the episode a little bit here in a bit, but
Uh,
it's not like it's a farewell because we're just getting started. Honestly, 50 episodes in,
yeah.
it's
No, it's
been
not.
over a
It's
year.
not it's not a farewell. It's a recap.
Recap. It's like a stop, pause, reflect, a recap and reflect on where I've been, the conversations that we've had, and I think it's also fitting to have the 50th episode. Have the person who's been on it the most with me. And I think, what is this, like your fifth or sixth episode?
Something like that. I can't
I
remember.
think it's
Three
something
or
like that.
four, five, six, maybe. I don't know. A
Yeah,
couple.
I was like, who do I have on? Do I have like the first person ever? Do I try to get somebody new on here? And it was kind of a blessing in disguise a little bit because the previous episode that I had recorded, I was like, oh snap, this one's gonna be 50. Okay, I didn't really mention anything about it being 50, and I didn't really get a chance to think of anything to do or to reflect like any of that kind of stuff. I was like, oh, I guess it just is what it is, number 50. But then I went back and recounted every episode. I had done that previously and I had missed one, so my numbering was a little bit off. So the episode before this one, I think it's number 42 or something like that numerically because I missed one or two. But this
Mm.
one coming out will be the 50th official episode because I also have 9 Jabs episodes. So right now I have 49 Iron Purpose episodes with a number in front of it, and then I have 9 of the Jabs episodes, which are the shorter ones, which you've featured a lot on those ones. But
Wait, so you have 9 like stocked up, or you count those as an episode?
I do not count those as an episode. You know how like Joe Rogan does like episode 50 or whatever he's on, but he also has the MMA ones that are like not counted in the total number.
Yeah, yeah.
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 So I probably could have. I have over 50 videos posted. It's just the Jabs ones are a little bit shorter. They're like half
Oh, okay. No, I
length.
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so they're more like just a little like featured. Like this isn't a full episode, but it's just a little treat to keep you going through the week. Because
Yeah.
it's something like I had it on my mind, or like I didn't have a full episode prepared or planned. So it's like, well, I have this, but it's not going to take up a full hour or hour and a half. So I'm just going to shoot out a little one. You know what I mean? Like it was like that
Mhm.
was the intention behind it. It's just a little jab, not a bang. Who's in your
Yeah.
kitchen?
Who's in my kitchen?
Yeah.
Nobody.
I was
What?
talking, and your eyes were like. I was like, "Ooh, who's coming across the screen?" Sorry, I was
I don't
distracted.
know. Maybe I was just like a nervous tick.
Are you nervous?
No. Should I be?
I don't know. Should you be?
Nah.
Good.
I miss having like an actual headset. So I'm so like in
Can't you
there.
plug into other headphones?
Yeah, but then like if my computer would work for this, then I could, and then I could just connect my headset to it. That would look kind of weird to have my gaming headset on.
You could. Is it like a microphone on it too?
Yeah,
Huh.
but I can't use my computer because I need to like update it, or it wasn't something weird like that.
Oh,
I'm just now figuring out how to use my laptop because I've been on it a lot the last 2 days.
yeah.
But
Well, good for you.
but yeah,
Yeah, you said it was an older MacBook, and that's what I'm rocking
yeah,
with right now.
yeah, Grant's old MacBook. So like it's got to stay plugged in the entire time because the battery's fried. But like when me and Grant were working last night, like we were on a Google Meet and it was just echoing. The speakers are kind of shot on it too from just
Hmm.
being old.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, can I just plug my headset into this? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, sick. So it's like kind of squadding up with the boys, but we were tackling a different task.
Heck yeah. That's exciting. And I remember when you and Caleb had your setup going, like when you talked, like you heard yourself in it. And even in the
I
previous
love that. I
podcast that I
love that.
did, even in the previous podcast that I did to this one, the one that kind of got me started and rolling, we put our headphones in and we plug them into my microphone here, and we could hear ourselves talking into it, which was It was interesting. You'd think it'd be distracting, but it honestly wasn't. But now,
No, and I personally really like it
yeah, you
because
prefer hearing
right
yourself.
now it just feels like I'm just like talking in the kitchen. Just like, what am I doing out here, dude?
It's right here,
You
man.
know,
Me and you.
we're here. We're me, just me and you. What is that on? It's me and you. I
I
don't
feel like
remember
it's
what
on
it's
like
from.
Neighbors or like it's me and you, right? Or is it shoot? What's the one with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill? There's a couple of
21
them.
Jump Street?
Yeah, is it that?
I don't
I don't know. It
remember.
might just be something that sounds similar to something else, but it's actually not it.
Yeah, it could have
I
just
feel
been
like
like a
there's a
meme that like
scientific
just like
word to that. If you know what it is, you can drop it in the comments here to let me know what it is, so I can use it later on. But yeah, I don't know what that word is. Maybe it was just a
I don't
dream.
know. It could have been a dream.
Oh, this Fresco's actually really good. Shout out Fresco. Is there sugar in these?
I like the normal flavor.
No, not really.
Probably.
Not really. It's
Maybe not.
one carbohydrate.
Is that a lot of hydrates with carbs?
No, that's not. That's a zero insuliner. I'm not putting any extra insulin in my body for this.
None. Risking it for the biscuit. Might have a slight upward tick, but no buff.
Slight. It'd be very slight. Ah, man. So what you been up to lately? I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Other than no,
I
I
feel
didn't
like
even. I feel like I've
you
seen you
didn't see me
recently,
like
but I haven't.
Christmas.
Yeah, probably Christmas.
Grandma's Christmas. So like later on in Christmas, like closer to January Christmas.
Yeah.
When was the last time I saw you? Yeah, it's probably it. Christmas.
Yeah, probably my grandma's. Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to come today, but you didn't make it.
Well, I didn't realize. Well, I knew we were getting lunch, but I didn't know who was all going to be there. And we also Caleb came over and helped me out with some drywall stuff because
Yeah,
we're
no, that's very
redoing.
important.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
no,
redoing.
like when you get, huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And like in the group chat when they're like talking about like they're like, oh, like, well, Caleb's coming to do like this stuff, but we could just make him come later. Like, don't do that. I was just comment like, no, just come after,
Just get her done.
or just go later. Yeah, just get
Yeah.
it done. Because there's nothing worse than committing to something and then, or like you're doing work for someone and then they're like, well, you can't come till like later now. And you're like, that's not how this works.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. I'm glad he was able to make it work. And I was like, maybe I can come after. And then I was like, nah. Just got other
Yeah.
stuff I had to do, which is one of them is I painted the wall behind me because it looked kind of like just like a bedroom, which it was. And so I was like, I gotta let it make it pop a little bit more. So we went night mode in the Iron Purpose Podcast studio. I also am currently working nights, which is also why I asked if we could record it super late, because I'm working nights in the
Yeah,
gym
which
right
is the
now.
thing. Yeah. I'm a night owl. I'll probably be up till like 1 anyways, which sucks, but what are you gonna do about it, huh? Go to bed earlier, but it doesn't work.
I could. Do you like toss and turn in bed when you go to bed early,
Bad.
or do you just
It
not?
depends. Like if I work like super hard, like it's like a strenuous day, and then I gym on top of that, then it's like I'm tired and I go to bed. But if I just like
Yeah.
have a mediocre day at work, like not doing anything like super strenuous, and then I don't go to the gym, I kind of just like sit on the couch and watch TV till 12, I go lay in bed and I'm just like,
Yeah.
that just
You kind of
sucks.
feel like a
I don't
pile.
know.
Yeah.
I think
I've
I've
tried.
said this before. Peak Jonas wakes up at 5 in the morning, goes to the gym. He's unstoppable, and he's just so much easier to deal with for my boss, for my friends, for my coworkers. He's just like a great guy. But then I'll roll in like almost late or late, and it's like I hate this. Everybody hates me.
Did I send you that video that of the Danny Close? I interviewed him. Shout out Danny, that goon DC. But it shows him like pulling up and was all right, all right, all right. Tomorrow is like after a long day of work. Tomorrow I'm gonna meal prep. I'm gonna wake up early. I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna organize all my tools so I know everything's at. It's gonna be such a better day. And he like goes into the house and it cuts to the next scene and his alarm's going off and he like wakes up on the couch with all these cans next to him. He's like, "Oh, I'm late!" And he's like rushing and like the whole day is just crap. And then it ends again. He's like, "All right, tomorrow."
Yeah,
Yeah,
just a loop.
it's a hilarious bit. Yeah, because he's like,
Yeah,
"I'm
you
gonna
just sounded
save
like you.
money. I'm gonna pack my lunch. I'm gonna save money." And then he like comes out of the gas station and he's eating gas station food like we used to do a
Dude,
lot
that's
doing
me every
windows.
day. I need to lock in. That's why I shave my head. It's time to lock in.
There you
Done.
go. Okay, Kip. Sheesh.
Yeah, and then yeah, hit the gym yesterday. Yesterday was probably the best day I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
It was just very productive. It was I was just on cloud nine the entire day.
Oh
I went to
boy.
the gym, had some bomb food, and then worked. I was like, bomb. It was
It
electric.
is. It is. I've been getting into the gym a little bit more recently, and it wasn't necessarily because of New Year's resolutions or whatever. I didn't really make any of those. It was just like, okay, I'm gonna just try to do better all the way around. Like nobody's perfect, so
Hmm.
I've been struggling a little bit to get back in the gym with my schedule and stuff. But now working nights, one perk of it is I have a little bit more time during the day. So when I wake up at, I'll stay up probably till 1 o'clock and then wake up around 1 ish. Try to sleep as long as I can. Wake up around 1 and then immediately work out because Caden will be at daycare. Courtney's gonna be working. So I'll either go to the gym or I'll just immediately work out down here and then
Hmm.
start your day off like that. Then you can start meal prepping or whatever, try to eat a little bit better, and then go into the night shift, which is weird. Still not adjusted to that. I feel like I don't know what day or time it ever is anymore, but it really does when you can force yourself to go to the gym and at least get a workout. And you, like I said, you don't even have to go to the gym. Like go for a run, do your little workout, even if it's body weight. Like you're drinking all that water and it's helping you to get hydrated right off the bat. And then you're not stressed about, oh, I had 3 energy drinks today and I didn't drink any water. Now it's like I woke up, I drank 3 bottles of water, and I sweat a lot. So it just instills a lot of purpose for
Oh,
me
for
anyway.
sure. Yeah. No, I 100% feel that. Yeah, because after your third rock star, you're like, all right, headache setting in. I'm crashing hard. It's noon.
You got a ways to go yet.
Like,
Uh,
today's just gonna suck. The second half of the day is just gonna drag, but yeah. Some days you have days like that. Some days you're just like on top of the world.
mm-hmm. And one of the clips that I'm gonna put out is it's the first episode we ever did, and it's of Tim Sowers saying, "Some days I wake up, and the goal is just to make it until I go back to bed again. Like some
Like,
days
yeah,
are
yeah.
just they're just not good."
Hmm.
So I'm excited to get that one out. That was another good clip that I'm probably gonna. I don't know if I'll put it at the end of this one or if I'll just throw it out after Tuesday when my episode drops. I'm gonna put a couple clips out throughout the week to kind of prep up to this one. But yeah, that was one that Tim had said, and that's very true. There's some days where you wake up and you're like, okay, I need to just go back to bed and start over.
Yeah.
This just wasn't it.
Yeah. That will happen sometimes.
Yeah. I don't
That
think
will happen.
I've I don't think I've talked to you really about hunting season. I I feel like as soon as winter hit, I just kind of haven't talked to you a whole lot. Like I saw you at volleyball every now and then. Like after kickball, it was like I'd go like maybe a month or two and see you once.
Yeah.
How
No.
was you?
Yeah. For sure. After kickball. After
Yeah,
kickball. Yeah. And then
a good
Jack was
hunt.
gone, and I kind of just like didn't do anything.
Yeah, his
But
freaking winter time sucks.
I I think it's the first winter where I'm like I genuinely hate it.
Yeah.
Like I like walk outside, like I have to drive to dad's house and then drive before they're back. I'm just like, this isn't fun. Like I hate this.
Oh, to
From
plow.
outside, just like yeah, or just working outside. It's like, dude, I miss summer. I miss being golden tan.
And it's always cold. It's dark all the time. I feel like.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wake up
season.
and it's dark and get home when it's dark. Like this just kind of just sucks.
What is
Yeah,
life?
well,
Yeah.
it was so what was it? Last Wednesday, my best friend quit where I worked, going to work for another company. There's like two other things that happened, but like I saw the sun. The sun was out all day. And I just like just on top of the world. I was like, this is like the greatest day of my life. I said it like so many times that day at work, but I was like, I know my best friend quit today. I know this happened. I know this happened. But like on the way home, like I had my sunglasses on. I was just mobbing. Every song was a banger. Every song. I remember texting someone and I was like, I don't think my Spotify has missed since I've been in my truck. Like it's just like bing 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 bing.
Hmm.
This is great.
It's the little things. It really is. I like that you said that. Like you go through really tough times and you have a really crappy day, and all these things start stacking up against you, and then you just see the sunshine, and you're like, all right, like I got this. Not only did I have this, like tomorrow the same thing's gonna happen. And I've said this before, and I've heard it plenty of times, but like when you're having a bad day, you just, the only way sometimes is through it because the sun is going to go down and it's going to come right back up again in the morning with fresh opportunity and fresh perspective. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
yesterday's behind me now. I've got a new sun. I'm going to throw on some shades and we're going to make the most of it. And even like music, like for me, like going to work, having a good playlist, like prepping me, getting me ready to rock, get me in the right mindset. Like there's days when I just go to work and I don't listen to anything. Like my mood and my what's the word? My
Attitude,
attitude, no, my
ambiance,
demeanor. My
your
demeanor,
aura.
I think my demeanor is what I wanted to say. But everything is just, I'm just like, we're just locked in. It's like Dwight on The Office when they go to that sales call, and Jim hops out of the car and he's like, "What?" And Dwight's like, "Just go in. I'll meet you in there." He's like, "Really, this again?" And so Jim walks away, gets all upset or whatever, and then like it shows a scene from outside the car, and then it kicks on, and it's "Kickstart My Heart" by Motley Crue. Wow! Dwight's punching the back seat, trying to get amped, ready to go. I feel that way
Yeah, that
sometimes,
like
Jim. Into like when I started night shift, my go-to on the way to work has been "Give Me a Reason" by NF. Like just get me into
his
the
songs bang.
the mindset of
Yeah,
working night shift has been that's been a go-to
it
lately.
goes it goes both ways with NFL. Like you could be like, I'm like this is hyping me up, but then like the very next day I could play it. I'm like, dude, I'm sad.
You got to be careful because like I agree, he has those songs like if you hit him on shuffle and you're in the gym and all of a sudden there's a song about him losing his mom and you're like, okay, I'm
Like,
gonna go home now. I can't do this. Or
yeah,
next, and then you're like, woohoo, let's go.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
so true. There's so many times I'll pull into work and like my music will be like maxed out. Or like I've been listening to a lot of classic rock, and it would be bumping something random. I'll pull in like, what are you listening to? Like, classic rock, dude. Like
Don't worry about
I'm just hyped. I'm hyped now. Hey, I'm good to go. Let's go.
it. Are you still doing that thing with Dad?
I took a little hiatus because like I had to listen to 4 albums in one week and like retain it all.
Why
So
four?
like like
Is that was just the assignment or what?
well like I at the beginning I said just one and then they just send me two. So I'm like, all right, well I'll just listen to both of them.
You should explain it to people listening what it is that you do.
So obviously like my dad and uncle were born in the 70s. So grew up 70s, 80s, 90s. All the hitters, Motley Crue, AC/DC, Def Leppard, Van Halen, Tesla, like all that jazz. And like me and you are very our music started with like country with Flo Georgia Line, Thomas Rhett, Russell
Mm-hmm.
Dickerson, all those people, Chase Rice, Kip Moore. So I was like, I saw TikTok and it was like, um, two people dressed up like in the 80s. I was like, I wonder what the 80s was like. So I called dad. I said, this is what I want you to do. I want you to send me an album from like growing up, your childhood, teenage years, like early adulthood. Like, what were you listening back then? Like, what were you listening to like when I was your age?
Mm-hmm.
You were my age, and or, like younger. So then I think he sent me like Def Leppard and Van Halen, like right off the rip. And then I texted Todd too. He was like, Todd also grew up in that time period, but he also had like a little bit different taste than dad. So then I text Todd. I said, "This is what I'm doing with dad. I want you to give me some albums, but like this is what dad sent. Dad sent Def Leppard and Van Halen. So then Todd would send like Tesla and Rat or whatever, whoever it was.
Mm-hmm.
So then I listened to it. I have a 1 week Monday to Friday. Monday I listen to all the albums and like retain them. And like you, obviously a bunch of these songs we've heard before from Van Halen and Def Leppard,
Right.
AC/DC. There's those songs that you hear it and you go, oh, I know that. But like but you get that whole album. You're like, I've never even heard these songs before because they weren't big because that one song was huge.
Right.
So you're like, oh, like I really love this song, but I've never heard it before. But then like the big song kind of takes away from it. So then I try to pick out those. So then I have to pick out like my favorite song on Friday. So I'd have like 4 albums and I'd text them a big paragraph. This is why I like this song from this album. Tried to go off of not the huge heavy hitters. Obviously, I love those ones, but
Mm-hmm.
this is the one I like. So yeah, I'd pretty much just take a whole week, listen to those albums, pick out those songs that I really liked, and then I discuss with them after. And then the next week, here's the next two albums. Boop, 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 boop.
I like
So
that.
I think when I pick it back up, I have Ozzy Osbourne. I think there's a Van Halen one, a Def Leppard one, and then one other one I can't remember.
Some
I have
guys.
it all in my notes. So I'd be like, "This, Dad, give me this one. Todd, give me this one. This is the song I like from it. This was the album."
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of
Then you
fun.
can put them into your shuffle or whatever on your Spotify and
Yeah.
go
So
through
I
them.
would, yeah. So like my most recent like liked songs on Spotify, it's like all classic rock. So I'll hit DJ and like, go play some songs that you've been jamming out to. Show Def Leppard. I'm like, nice. 6:45 in the morning and I'm driving to work, jamming out.
Wow, wow. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's cool, and it's really true. Like mainstream music, like on like the radio, or like you just hear like the biggest songs that the people want you to hear on their albums. But a lot of times, unless you're like really big fans of those people, you're not going to listen to the other music or the other songs, and maybe you like them even
Hmm.
more. Like there's plenty of songs that I've heard where it's like, oh, that's a good song, and then you listen to the whole album and you're like, this one is way better. Why didn't they not put this one on the radio? Like,
Yeah, and like I think a lot of that has to do with like the record label pushing stuff.
yeah,
Obviously, like if you're signed, obviously I'm not in the music industry, but just like being a music connoisseur, like you hear like a lot of like Kip Moore wasn't signed last year. Chase Rice isn't signed anymore, and he pushes his own songs. He's like, you're not gonna hear me on the radio anymore. So like you literally have to come to my show and you have to stream my music for me to pay for things or for
mm-hmm.
me to continue touring. And he's taking a hiatus after 13 years actually for the first time. He's got
Chases,
like eight, yeah, he's got like eight festivals he's doing, but he's not touring like 60 shows or whatever. He's
mm-hmm.
not going to every state.
And
But
that'd be a
yeah, but
lot.
like he was saying, I know all of his songs just because I'm a personal fan of his,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And it's like I was having this conversation with Grant's dad the other day, or not the other day, a couple months ago, and he's like, I feel like people don't listen to albums anymore, and Grant's like, he does. Like, yeah. And
This guy
that's where
does.
we just came home from Nashville, and we listened to Brian Kelly's album a billion times. And
Mm-hmm.
like obviously he's not as big as he was when he was a Florida Georgia Line, but I know him, so I follow him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know him. I follow him.
Right, right,
But
right. You know his of
so
his
like you get,
music.
yeah, so I get this brand new album, and I'm just like just I listen to all of it through. And yeah, and when you listen to an album, you have to start at the top. Ding, 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 ding,
Mm-hmm.
ding, 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 ding. Can't hit shuffle because then you get confused, and you're like,
Will
where was that
you
song?
say there's yeah right? Say there's a new album that releases. Will you listen to the whole song through, or will you kind of bounce around? Like, will you listen to one for a while? Go, I like that one. Okay, next. Go to the next one. Listen to a little bit.
Okay, it really depends. If I stay up, like oh, like Chase Rice is dropping an album
True.
Thursday at 12, Friday, but it comes out Thursday at 11 or 12.
Mm-hmm.
I will do like snippets. I'll like click it, like okay, listen to like the opening, and then I'll like scroll to the chorus. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is a good tune. Next one. Ding, ding, ding. Next one. Do that, and then like the next day, I hop in the truck. Boom, we're listening to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you listen to the whole thing, and then later on you can hit shuffle because you're like, oh, I know these songs. A couple of them are starred, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Just roll from there.
Then I
There's
go from
sometimes
there.
where I'll listen to an album and I'll like start listening to the ones that I really enjoy on it, and then I'll forget about a couple more, and then like later on I'm like, oh, I didn't even hear this one, and then it's like
Yeah,
fire.
like I don't even remember this song. How did I miss that? And that's the dangerous thing about hitting shuffle when you listen to a full album.
That was like Hardy's album, Country, Country, Country. I think it was the deluxe version, but I was listening to it in like I think it's either Good Old Boy or Old Boy. Either way,
Hmm.
it was a banger. It came on. I was like, oh, I didn't hear this one, and that was like, okay, favorites goes right to my favorites. Then I just keep listening to the other ones, but. And then you
Hmm.
get people like Morgan Wallen when they release an album. There's like 35 songs on each album.
That's so hard to do.
It's very difficult, yeah, because you're like, oh, I liked that one, but which one was it? I guess I have to sift
Yeah, I
through an
can't
hour
remember.
and a half.
I
Yeah,
remember, yeah,
because
yeah,
what?
but that's his last album. I struggled with that because I hit shuffle. Didn't follow my guidelines, my rules and regulations. I hit shuffle, and I was like, dude, I'm screwed.
uh, we are
40
lost.
songs. Yeah. Right, like it looks like I just gotta listen to this whole thing again to figure out which one it was.
But it's cool when you know all the songs, like when you find a band that you really just rock with, because like Florida Georgia Line is historically, I mean, I have their poster right there behind me that we went to that show. That was one of the coolest shows ever. What was it? Nelly,
Mm-hmm.
Backstreet Boys, and Florida Georgia Line at the Twin Stadium. Super, it was amazing. But like historically, they've been my favorite band. So now they have like 5, 6 albums, and obviously they haven't been making music for a few years now. But I can hit shuffle.
2012,
Well, that's when they started,
2009,
technically.
or
Yeah,
something like that.
that's
Yeah.
when they started, but they haven't been making music since what 2022, 2021. That's when they split, I
Yeah, it's
think.
like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, yeah, like that, like them. I can hit shuffle just on them on Spotify, and it'll go through all their songs, and I can like go, oh yeah, and sing along to like every single one of their songs.
I've had this conversation a multitude of times. It is insane how much music your brain retains.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I'll hear a song that I didn't hear since like childhood. I can sing word for word. I'm like, what? How is it even possible?
Yeah, how is it? And then I like can't pass a math test in senior year of high school or
Yeah, for
whatever.
real. I can't spell lasagna. Are you kidding me?
But you know the words to freaking yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I,
I could recite the entire Kip Moore playlist ever.
just right there, I was at a loss. I couldn't think of who to think of, but yeah, you can. Any song comes on, and I'm like, I'm gonna sing this whole song word for word.
hmm It's nuts.
It's a beautiful feeling when you're like,
It's,
yeah, all right, I know this
and
one.
like also like doing that like I, this is such a strange. We are so off topic and we don't really have a topic, so it doesn't really matter. But like it is, it is it makes concert experiences so much better. Like when you go to Kip Moore, you sing every single word.
Hmm.
Awesome. I hate
Hmm.
getting to a concert and they're like, oh, we're gonna play like obviously I like hearing new music. We're gonna play a new song. I'm like sick. We're like, just like cool. This is a good song. Like I like this song.
Uh
I
huh.
don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah,
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 you're just like
right,
standing there
yeah.
like,
Just
what am I
clap,
doing?
snap.
Like, yeah, then the song comes on. You're like, all right, we're good. Like I know this one. So I
The
can't like
kid.
that's me. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the Kip Moore concert. I don't think we've talked about that since we went. But like, we talked about the first one that we went to in Mankato, and then the second one we went to in Mankato, or the we've been to a couple Kip Moore at this point, but the second one in Mankato, like Courtney came along to that one, and she said that was one of the best concerts she's ever been to, just because of how much music he played, and she didn't even
hmm
know all the songs to it. But like again, that goes back to going against kind of what the labels say has to be done. And I think I've talked about this before too on the podcast. It was actually on the that Goon DC episode too, talking about Hardy's radio song. Like they tell you have to play a certain way, and Kip's like, "Well, I'm not gonna have the mixtapes or the what does he call it uh shoot, what do they call them? I can't think of it, but it's like the pre-recorded stuff that help like the background music or the 808s or whatever. I don't even know the tracks, then like the mixed tracks,
Trash. Yeah,
track
yeah.
or yeah whatever the tracks. Play them. It's all each instrument playing, and he's singing his own songs, and there's just so much passion behind it. Like Courtney was like, I love this, but then this again goes to like knowing those songs when they come on. Like for me, Half Full Cup right now by Kip Moore is just a banger. But when it like the guitar starts up, it's like quiet, and you hear like a boom, and then it just dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun.
and that's the
It's like
thing. That's the thing about every opening song to a Kip Moore song. I'm like, it's Kip. I know that. I know it's Kip, and it's such a unique sound. And it's funny that you said tracks because that's what the bar was in Mankato that we went to after the concert.
when he fleeced you in pool.
Okay, yeah, you did fleece me for sure. I played him in 2 rounds. Dusted me. Played Bird twice. Bird actually got to like the 8 ball with him. It was just the 8 ball that lost.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. And then it was kind of spotty at that moment. But and then like there's just like random people like started coming in. Like, oh, let's play. Kid's like, I want to play. You brought your own cue. I'm not even good. He's like, you brought your stick in a bag. I'm not playing you.
Is that why you went and bought a pool stick right away?
No, I had a pool stick before that.
You just
My
didn't bring
cue,
it.
my pool cue.
Smart. Smart.
Yeah, yeah, well, I
Sorry,
didn't.
sorry.
I
It's
had
called
no
a
intention.
lance.
Yeah,
Hello.
I know. I had no intention of playing pool with Kip Moore that night.
after when he walked up and he was about to break it, did he go, "Enjoy the show"?
Yeah. No, sure.
Enjoy the
No,
show.
he's like, you want to put money on it? I'm kidding. I wish
You
like there's a
boss.
picture of me and him. There's a picture of me and him stand the one that Renee took or no
Hmm.
Chuck took, and he's standing there and he's like going like this, like talking with a smile on his face, and I'm hitting him on like the side and just dying laughing. I don't remember what that conversation was, and I wish I did.
Do you remember what any of that conversation was?
No, yeah, I remember most of it. I just can't like I see that picture and I go, I don't remember what I was saying to him at that moment.
You know what? You know what matters is you're smiling, he's smiling, and there was a there. It does. I go back to this quote. This guy right here. You're not gonna remember.
Jesus?
No, but you know what I mean. Actually, you don't know what I mean. I haven't said anything yet. But you're not gonna remember what you say. You're not gonna remember what you do. But you're gonna remember how it made you feel, and like that feeling. Like that's what music does
Mm-hmm.
too. Like sometimes I'll
Mm-hmm.
associate like a time in my life with a song. Like you'll hear a song come on, and it just makes you feel something, and you're like, "Oof, I don't remember, but there was something very significant going on in my life when I hear this song." Like,
100%. Yeah, it's kind of just like you just feel it like around you.
uh huh, uh huh. And that's what this one, half full cup, when it starts, I'll stop. I don't want it to like get me kicked off of YouTube or something. But like, I just think of like being in Mankato and Courtney was right next to me, and like you guys were all around us, and like it was like a beautiful night. Like it was a little bit cooler because it had just rained, and like the stars were out, and that whole setup is just insane. So you hear that, you just feel it, and you're like, there's something just spiritual about this. Like
Hmm.
it's so hard to explain. Like when it's just some people are like, oh, it's just music. It's just a country song. Like it's about girls, beers, and trucks. And you're just like, oh.
There's
Yes,
so much more to that, and
there are a lot of radio songs that are like that. But when you get down into the roots of it and some of these deep, like it's just like it's honestly a spiritual experience.
hmm especially that venue is just so top tier. What's it
Mm-hmm.
called Vetcher
I,
Stone Theater or something like
I don't
that.
even know. Probably. Shout out
Yeah,
Mankato.
it is. Mankato bangs, dude. Hopefully he
Slaps.
comes back because yeah, Chase Harris isn't touring, tearing. So I'm either gonna have to like go see Kip Moore if he's close, or like travel to go see Chase Rice at one of these events. Whatever. Which would be cool either way.
Right.
Either way I go about it.
Yeah. That's the thing about being an adult is you can do that stuff now. Save up money.
That's the thing. Like,
I'm gonna go to Nashville to go see a Kip Moore show or whatever. Like we're
eh,
Chase Rice. I'm gonna drive to
uh,
Colorado.
yeah, and I've never done that. I've never done anything like that before until last summer. Like Grant's like, "What are you doing this weekend?" I'm like, "Nothing." All right, check your email. Looks like I'm going to Florida.
We're doing it. Yeah. Then he drove
Yeah,
back
then
and
it's
went
like,
to.
yeah, it's like then we're driving. Like, yeah, right. Or we're. And then it was like, oh, we had to figure everything out, but it was very loose, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, I'm gonna sit in the pool, drink a couple Angry Orchards, and just catch some sun for a day, and then we're gonna hang out that night, go to sleep. Then we're gonna go see the town, whatever. Go scooters, go to the beach, have some good food, and then it was like I got like 2 hours of sleep, and then like woke up, took a shower, and was like, all right, we leave now, and we make it to Nashville for CMA.
We ride.
And it was, yeah, just bomb it to Nashville, get there, and it's like 7 o'clock. I'm like, dude, we're not gonna make it for BK's show, and they were just like walking around. I'm like, it's right here, and it hasn't started yet. Grant, come on, let's go in here. So we're just like walking,
Checking
like
this
walk
out.
upstairs, and like, what number are we? Oh, you're 180. Cool. And then like BK just like comes up the staircase, and just starts shredding the guitar, and like just get absolutely rinsed for two watered down drinks. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I remember I
Yeah,
did
both of us
a.
are looking.
And what?
Both of us are looking at our accounts like, okay, we need this for gas. All right, we probably afford like one more drink.
And then it's water from here. I
Yeah,
remember
they were water.
at FGL House when I was able to go there before it shut down, and on the roof, I did a shot of Old Camp, and it was 15
Yeah,
bucks.
you FaceTime me. Yeah, you FaceTime me though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was bananas.
Yeah, because when I went down in June, or when I went down in May or April, February with Dad, we walked around, we're hitting up all like the places and the stores and the bars, and we got to Like, went down the alley and like I stopped. And I was like, I'm not going in there. He's like, why? It's Lindy Wilson's bar. I was like, no, 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 not to me. It's not. He's like, what are you saying? I was like, that's the FGL house. He's like, oh, I was like, I'm not going in there. And he's like, you sure? I was like, I'm not stepping a foot in there. He's like, I was like, you can, I don't care. Take Hadley in there, cool. He's like, all right. I was like, ah, that's fine. So he's like, well, did not go in there. Went in every single other bar. Did not go in there.
Hmm.
Yeah. They're coming back. They're making a comeback. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna
I
be
know.
awesome. I can set. It's in the air. You know.
It's gotta be. There's no way that they don't do at least one more song.
No, dude, they're gonna drop a song. It's gonna go platinum instantly, and then you're like, all right, let's just break some more records. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I saw Brian Kelly, as soon as I saw him post that thing, I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna be coming back.
Oh, for sure. And I keep seeing them.
You keep seeing what?
I keep seeing people like post about it or like memes. Like, dude,
Memes.
I'd be so stoked if I came out.
Yeah. God bless music, all of it,
Mm-hmm.
every
That's the
genre.
truth.
I just it's
And
and
I wish we would have inherited a little music from our family, talent wise. I wish I could play the guitar. Piano would be sick. Bass, I don't know, anything. Anything would be cool. But I just
you know,
can't do it.
no, I just don't have that drive
I just don't have it.
in that
No,
area.
and I get it. I just can't read music. I can't read music.
We got to learn. Like you can't read Braille either.
Yeah, you're right. But like I've tried guitar so many times. I'm just like it just doesn't click in my brain.
You gotta have somebody teach you properly, and I am right there with you. You're preaching to the choir because I have a guitar sitting right there in a case that I started to play back when Courtney was living in Duluth. Like I would go up there and I'd practice every now and then when she was like going to work and stuff. And I was going through all my videos the other day because I needed to clear some space in my phone, and I found a couple where I was
Hmm.
actually playing some songs and singing along with them, and I was like, ooh, if I would have like still been doing that and honing in on the craft a little bit, who knows where would
Yeah.
be right now.
I can pick up my guitar. Me and Jack have three guitars in our office, our dungeon, our game room. I can pick that thing up, and I can still do the the opening to break up with him by Old Dominion. Yeah, that's it. Or
Check this
bam,
out.
bam, 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 bam. That's it. I'm like, all right,
Smoke in
cool.
the water.
I still got it. I still got it.
Nice.
Set it back down.
And then you hang it up.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, we've been kind of bouncing around a little bit. We talked about, you the other day you were having a great day and you were just in a flow state. You were working, going to different musical things and get some drinks with the boys and all that stuff. And it kind of all revolves around a topic of something that you had recently started and you're trying to get up off the ground. Do you want to kind of talk about that a little bit and what you got in the chamber?
Hmm.
Yeah, let it
Yeah.
rip.
So it's like it's 2026 is gonna be a good year, and it's gonna it's gonna start off bad. Turn 25 in February, halfway to 50, kind of depressing, slightly. So I went to Walmart the other day, and like the guy ID'd me, and he was like, "Oh, you got a birthday coming up?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, 25, and I was like, "Yep." He's like, "That's exciting, dude." I was like, "I'm not too stoked about it." It's like, "Why?" I was like, "Halfway to 50, brother." And he's like,
Halfway
"Yeah,
to
me
50.
too. Me too." And I was like, "Yeah, but whatever. It's cool." At 25, it's gonna be the year, maybe.
I
You
turned
know?
30 this
So
year.
that's disgusting.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
It's this is we're kind of sliding away, but it's so weird. Like we just like blinked. You have kids. No one's got kids. It's just weird. Like
Hmm.
I'm 25. I don't live at home anymore. Me and Jack live in a house together. It's just so strange. Life's weird. Life's crazy. But anyways, yeah. So I woke up the other day and met some of the buddies at the gym. Had a diabolical gym session. I'm still sore from it. It was
In a good way
yesterday, so
or a bad way?
obviously
Well, I guess if it was
a
it was
great
good,
way.
but it was so good that it was bad. Is that what you're saying?
No, a gym soreness is never bad unless you pull something or like tweak something. It's always just
Fair.
like you like wake up and you're like, oh, oh yeah, that's tight.
You just said it was
But
a
it's and
diabolical gym session, so it made me wonder if it was really bad or if it was really good. Then I was like, well, if it was really bad, then it
no,
was
maybe
good.
diabolical. Diabolical is probably not the word, but it's diabolical like that. We actually like we didn't lollygag. It was all right. Come over here. This is what you're doing. Oh, and your form's wrong. This is it. I'm like, oh yeah, I can tell. I'm hitting something now.
So it
So
was
like it was good. I like
diabolical to your inner guy.
yeah yeah. I'm not using diabolical badly. It was good. I loved it. It
It
was a
was
great
good.
session.
It was good.
And then they're
Okay,
like,
I'm
hey, like, you want
following.
to go get food? Have you been to a Drunken Noodle yet?
Yes, we went there. We went there the first time I went there. You were there. You got that ramen. Mitch and Kate were there. It wasn't that great.
No, that's Ippin Ramen or
Ah, you're right. You're right. 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 I have been a drunken noodle, but I only the one in Crosby.
yeah, no. So the Drunken Noodle is next to like Chefs and
Hmm.
like
Chicken
Locals.
rice.
Banging, it's so good. So and it came out in about 3 seconds. I was like, what? Like, this is crazy. It was so good. But then we had like some really good conversations, and like Shay was like, Shay's got his own company going. James has his own company going. Grant, which would be with us, but he's in Florida, has his own company going. And they're like, so like, what's your plan? Like, what's your game plan? And I was like, like, it's always been my dream to start like a hat company. Like, I would show you my room, but it's a mess. Like, I have like 130 hats all set up in my room. It's
Hmm.
And I was like, I've always wanted to start a hat company or like a clothing company and just like kind of do it. And like, oh, like so like, do you have like a name or anything? I'm like, yeah, I got the name done. I thought I had the logo done. It didn't, but I got it done pretty quick.
Hmm.
And I kind of like told him about that. I was like, yeah, I just have to sit down and do it. And I'm firing on all syllables. I'm just ripping. And
Cylinders.
uh, yeah, it was from when I used to listen to what's that one comedian? He's hilarious. Chris D'Elia.
Yeah.
He's got a podcast, and that's what he says, firing on all syllables.
So, oh, okay. You meant to say that. All right, that's funny.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, no, I know it's cylinders, but
No,
yeah. So like, I was just riding high in life, and I hop in my truck, say goodbye to the boys, and I'm like, I'm gonna see what Grant's doing. I'll call him. Haven't talked to him in a while. So I call Grant, freaking out. What's up, dude? What's going on? And told him about like went to the gym, hung out. I was with his brother and one of his good buddies, which is now one of my good buddies. But I was telling him about it, and I was like, yo, like they asked about like the hat company and whatnot, and like yeah, like I really want to do it. I just need to like sit down and do it. And
hmm.
then I got home and we were still talking. He's like, "What are you doing for the rest of the night?" And it was probably like it was only like 11:45 or 10. No, I met them at 10, so it's probably like almost 12. And I was like, nothing. Like maybe hanging out with some people later. And he was like, all right,
Oh,
I'm gonna
12,
shower.
12 in the afternoon, not 12 at
12
night.
afternoon, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
We have so much day left.
Yeah, yeah,
Especially being a night owl, you got till one. Crazy.
yeah.
There's so much time.
It's like a baker's
But
dozen.
yeah, exactly. And he's like, all right, well, you just got back from the gym. Rip a shower. I'm gonna rip a shower. So I'll call you in 45 minutes. He's like, I'm gonna Google Meet you. So hop in your Gmail or Google Meet, Google FaceTime, Google, whatever it's called. I can't remember. And I was like, all right, sounds good. So I hop on it and plug my computer in, flipped on the computer, and he's like, all right, we're doing it. We're doing it right now. Like pull up chat, pull up this, pull up that. We're gonna start doing it. So he's like, I need you to go to your chat, find like chat has it keeps all your history, so you can just pick up where you left
Hmm.
off. So I was like, hey, logos, and the company is called Two Local, TOO Local. So I went into that and like I found it, and I was like, I just don't like it because I remember taking a picture of a hat, and I was like, well, we started off with the logo um like it kind of looked like Milwaukee. It's kind of
Hmm.
like that same font. Didn't like it. And then I had another hat rendering from chat, and it was a red hat with a white rope, and it looked Coca-Cola-esque because it was the Coca-Cola font. And I was like, oh,
Style.
this is
Hmm.
cool, but it's not right. And like I was sitting there, I was like looking around, and like one of my hats caught the corner of my eye, which it's this font,
Hmm.
and it's the same font, and my orange Chase Rice hat, and I was like, I like that font. Like, I wonder if I can take that, like, make it my own, but take that font. And I was like sitting there and I was like took a picture of it and I put it in chat and I was like, take my two local like concept already, so but make it this font and on a light or yeah, just I think it was still the red hat. And I was like, boom, I was like, that's fire. And then like we're like, what color of the hat do we want to start with? And I was like, blue, light blue, lakes area, the Brainerd Lakes area. You know, it's very
Mm-hmm.
lake-esque, summertime. Like these hats will be dropping soon, but you know, that's what Brainerd Lakes is. It's still there's still lakes, but it's ice.
Right.
And I was like light blue, and it hit. It popped up. I was just like, Grant, that's it, and just slid it to
Mm-hmm.
him. He's like, oh man, yeah, that's do not touch it, save it, leave it how it is. And I was like, I completely agree. This is bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So then we got like so we had the name and we had the hat, and I was like, all right, now I go to like let's make a Shopify account, and so we made a Shopify account. So then like since it's like just the basic plan, he couldn't be an admin too. So like we it worked out that I just gave him my password, and then we could just both work on it together.
Mm-hmm.
So like we Google Meeted, and then like we were screen sharing. We Google FaceTime, and like we were screen sharing. So then we were both like editing the website at the same time. I've never built a website. I've never edited a website. I've never started a company like this before ever.
Mm-hmm.
So like he was like, okay, like do this. So I'm like working on this. He's like, all right, I need you to go render like a couple more photos. So I go to chat, do that, and then it came down to like the part where like I needed to buy like my domain, like my website domain. So he's like, okay, go to this app. Okay, like he's like type in to local like at shop or at store or whatever. And I was like, there's nothing's popping up. It's saying like just random like letters and all sorts of jazz. You could buy .com, but it was 6 grand. Like,
Jeez.
not paying for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, like we're just gonna have to pick one because they all kind of suck. He's like, what if you had a best friend at bottom when this first started? Like when you first had this idea like 8 months ago. And I was like, who? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, me, I bought them the day after you told me. He's like, so you own shop and store? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. I'm like, no way. He's like, I knew you were gonna do anything with it until later on. And I was like, you're smart and you're totally right.
So what
He's like,
was
I didn't
this
want anybody
vision
to.
that you told him? You know, you
What
said
was my
8 months
vision?
ago when it kind of came to be. What was that? You know.
Yeah, so that's like if you so when you look on our website, which is to local dot shop, there's an about us section. Click on the about us, and it'll tell you the story of how it came to be. And it was summer night, beautiful night. I used to when I lived in Lakeshore, 3 mile drive down to Zorbo's on Goal, and so we had all the boys out there, and it's a local watering hole, so you know all the bartenders, you know half the people that are in there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's the normal posse of guys, me, Kyle, Riley, Jaden, Bird, and a couple other guys. And we went outside and we're getting drinks, and Kyle grabbed his drink, vodka Red Bull, and he sipped on it and went, "Oh, that's stiff." And he was like, "Must be because I'm too local." And I went, "You have no idea what you just did to my brain." He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "That's it." I was like, "That's it." What? I was like, "Too local." I was like, "That's what I'm making. That's the hat company. That's the clothing company." He's like, "Really? That's what?" He's like, "That did it to you?" It's like, "Yes." I was like that. That's what locked it in.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, I think we closed her down, so we got home at like, no, I was living here. I was living here because we came back here, but we went up to Zorbas for some reason. But yeah, so we came back here, and me and Riley stayed up to like 3, 4, like making like renderings of hats, and then that kind of just died off there. And like it was kind of we'd see each other and like, yeah, we should do this. Yeah, we should do it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna happen unless I just do it. Like it's my dream. I'm gonna go do it. But and it could not have happened without Grant. Obviously, like we still have a lot to work to do. We still gotta do like a pre-order and all that jazz, and then
Mm-hmm.
build up enough capital where it can actually have like a stock
Right.
and whatnot. So there's a ton of work to do, and it's just this was all the fun stuff. This was all the easy stuff. It's gonna go up and down
Oh,
from
for
here.
sure. Yeah.
But like that, yeah. So yeah, we built it, and now I have a website. and like I can see like my renderings of my products that I want to make, but I have to go in and pick up the hats I want. Pick up. I'm getting these for sure because they're the best things I've ever worn. And
They are
it
nice.
might just be I might just order sweatshirts from them and then have to maybe get hats from like an online company or something. I don't know. I was looking at the website and it didn't really look like they had what I wanted.
They're pretty close. They're definitely not like a melon hat, but they're not like there's some options. I think I have. Well, you got. Well, I
Yeah,
have the. Yeah, they have some
and
options, but it's not gonna be like Brandon Bills or like Waggle or anything like that.
yeah, no. And I mean, and eventually, some point, I'd like to get to that. And I'm so picky with my hats. I love my hats, but I have hats that are probably $10, that will,
Or
before you
four
slap
bucks.
on a logo on
Yeah.
it. And
Right.
yeah,
Right.
I have some cheap hats, and then I have on the very top tier, my melon hats, like $180, my wool ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a very large scale, but like I don't want to, just like me personally, like having like my name's attached to it. It's my idea, my company.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to push out the best product, and I feel like that's what everybody is,
Mm-hmm.
but you gotta
Yeah.
start somewhere.
Right. And when he so
So
when those words were spoken too local, like what does that mean to you? If somebody were to say, "Well, what does this mean?" Say, "Hey, sick hat, man. What does it mean?" What are you gonna sell? What are you gonna tell them?
and like and in it, it says too local is earned. It's not taken. It's not like given.
Mm-hmm.
Not taken. And then, like it's for everybody, but we're targeting like obviously this area right now,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of build capital. But it's very too local is like getting a stiff drink because they're not they don't want you to have to pay for obviously all these prices. Summertime prices go up, It's too local. Like I know you're local. Here you go.
Okay.
I'm making it a little bit stiffer because I know you're pissed about the prices. They went up.
Mm-hmm.
Too local is walking into Holiday and knowing all the gas station attendants because you go there every day.
Mm-hmm.
Too local is hopping on the boat with Grant and you're going, oh, I know this family's out there. I know this family's out there just because of the color of their boat. And it's so many other things. It's just it's just it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, which is one of the ads we want to make. We're gonna try to get Robin on it. Like pack 9th Street, and then I'll walk in and like he'll slide like my Angry Orchard down it. And I was like, too local. Like I already like my drink's waiting for me when I get there. He knows I'm walking in. That's too local.
That's it right there. I feel that because the same place. Well, 9th Street. Shout out Rob. Like after kickball, we go there. After volleyball, sometimes some nights we'd go there. And it's always one of those like little things, like when the guy knows who you are, like or even like you go to like the local diner or something, and they're like, "Hey, what would you like to eat?" Or like they don't ask you. Like sometimes, like and I can't remember where we went, but we went to breakfast somewhere. I think I was working at Lakeshore at the time. Sat down, ordered my food or whatever, and the guy that I was with had been there plenty of times, and he just is like, "I'll have the usual." She's like, "Okay, sounds good," and so it's
Yeah,
like,
that's the
"Man, I want
definition of
that."
too local.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's
Michael
what.
Scott. It's like Michael Scott talking about inside jokes or whatever. And he's like, "I love inside jokes. He's like, I'd like to be a part of one someday." So it's cool to walk into like 9th Street and Rob's like Blue Moon, or he just already has it ready for you. Like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
and
oh, cool.
I've seen it in people's eyes before. I remember, so it was Halloween, and it was with Tim and his girlfriend and like one of his buddies, and I watched him go up to the counter, his buddy go up to the counter, and he stood there for like 10 minutes. What didn't get help, didn't get help, didn't get help, and he came back and said, "Dude, I can't get a drink here. Obviously, it's packed. It's Halloween. It's Shaps. It's packed." And I was like, "Give me your money." He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You've got no people." I just grabbed it, walked up,
And then you
and
run.
yeah, ran out, dude. I pocketed 20 bucks, went home. No, but I walked up to like the corner of it, and it literally like if you could see like if you were a fly on the wall, it split like the Red Sea. Like I just walked right up, and one of them was like, "What do you want?" I was like, this, and this." And I came back in like 3 seconds. He's like, "That was the most insane thing I've ever seen." I was like, "It just happened."
Too local, boss. Too local. And then you
Yeah,
go
just too low.
drink it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Thanks for the drink. Yeah.
yeah. Love that. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm excited. I know. I heard when I heard about that, I was like, ooh, that's relatable. It's nice. I
Hmm.
think once you kind of get it established and you kind of get it out a little bit, I think other people are going to be able to relate to it for real. Like going, oh
Yeah,
snap, yeah, that
I think
reminds
like
me of
later
my
on.
local.
I think I'm gonna keep the about us very local, like hometown. Like it says, like I was born in Lakeshore, Minnesota. This, that, and the third.
Hmm.
This is what it means to me, and I think I'll add to our page is very bang. It's just there. This is
Hmm.
what you got to work with right now.
Hmm.
So I think later on you'll have like a mission statement, not Lakeshore. It's gonna be this is what we stand for. Like this is what local means. This is what true
Hmm.
local means. What
I
does it
love
mean
it.
to you? And then maybe have a section of like what's your true local? Why are you too local in your town? What
Hmm.
is it? And then you have all of these things.
Hopefully, it's not visiting me at the county jail. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah,
Too local, huh?
yeah. The jailer knows me by name because I'm in there so much. Yeah, that hopefully not.
Yeah, way too often. We got it. We got it for
How's
you.
it go? How does it go? How does it go?
Growing County Jail. Talk
Oh,
about
that song
music.
bangs. Yeah, that song. I played that song a few too many times, rallying up the boys. Like, I have one video right before went out, and we're just pulling up, and we're having blasted. Like, like the mission tonight is just stay out of there, and the song starts.
If you don't know what he's
So
referring
bad.
to, if you go to YouTube or Spotify, there's a song called "The Crown County Jail" by The Hang, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is funny.
Some people say that it's somebody else wrote it for a different county jail, and some people are like, no, I knew the people that were in there. They wrote it about our county jail. So I don't know who actually wrote it or what it is, but it applies. It's a very applicable song to what goes on in there. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But no, cool, dude.
But yeah,
I'm
no. So yeah, we have the website. I made an Instagram. I need to make like a TikTok and like a Facebook. But I don't know if can you make two TikToks? Do you have a Iron Purpose TikTok and a Bailey TikTok?
I do, but I don't use my personal one very much.
Yeah.
It depends on if you have a bunch of followers on one, and then you could just switch over, and people will be like, "Oh, what's this? I follow this. What?"
Not a bad idea. I didn't think about that, but I feel like three people follow me on TikTok.
I don't have very many followers on TikTok.
Yeah. So yeah, we got an Instagram page, and then I just need to like get I am getting a quote from Beehive, but I need to run a pre-order, like kind of like you did for these.
Hmm. Yeah.
But then I can just and then I'll probably get them. I'll get like a pre-order ends this day after I figure out what hats I'm actually gonna do and what sweatshirts I'm gonna do. Obviously
Hmm.
these. I want a light blue one, but I don't think they have one.
They have quite a few. I have a catalog. It's on here around here somewhere, but it's all the
Yeah,
same, I
I don't know.
guess, on the
Maybe
website.
everything's not on like the website. Is it? Because their
Maybe it's
hats,
not.
there's like three hats on there, and I was like, this can't be all of it.
Yeah, they have more stuff now. They have their own hats that they got made specifically by them, so they're a little bit cheaper. But
Yeah, and like because I went into my room and I was like, I bought this hat from T Hive from the girl I'm talking to
hmm.
make my stuff, and I was like, honestly, like first shop, wouldn't mind doing these ones. This is my Make America Jam Again
Hmm.
hat. I was like, these ones honestly wouldn't be that bad. They're not like athletic. They're like kind of
Hmm.
they're in between.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just got to go in there, and I don't. But she works out of town, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
Yeah, one of
yeah,
your days off, just swing in there during the day, and you got to like look at the product, try it on, and feel it out. Otherwise, you get something they don't really like, and now it's attached to your name all over the place.
I'm just like, "Ah, this sucks.
This is what I wanted. You got to start somewhere, like the beginning of this episode, where we're like, and then we, and
Right here, see exactly. My mood's better. I'm like happy again. Honestly, I think I came into this podcast like upset because we were just getting steamrolled in Marvel Rivals, just getting awful teammates, and we're playing competitive. Like so, you lose, your ranking goes down.
oh, that
And it's
sucks.
like dude, you just kept losing, and I was a healer, and like this one guy was just pissing me off, just like putting me on blast. It's like, dude, I have like 35,000 heals. You're hiding from me. I can't heal you. I'm gonna play the team and not you running around being dumb. But he was just
Literally,
blasting
it's
me.
like some middle schooler just bored.
Dude, I don't care. Uninstall the game. Go touch some grass, kid. Oh, it pisses me off, but it's so fun. But after this, I'll probably go hop out with the boys.
Yeah,
They got a couple
you
matches
might
left.
have to rally and help them out.
It's electric.
Yeah. Well, dude, we can kind of wrap it up here. It's been about an hour. Time flies when you're having a good time. But thanks for
Mm.
being on. This is episode 50, and so I think it is very applicable to have you on here to kind of just talk about what's going on, talk about different random stuff, and talk about what you're doing too, your new stuff. I think like the theme of the podcast, iron sharpens iron. I think we can both help each other out in our adventures and our goals, and I think that applies to everybody else that's out there. You're going through something. I think it's important to find somebody to help you out, to bounce ideas off, like you did
Mm-hmm.
with Grant. He helped you out with that. Like, there's always people out there that are willing to help you out, even if you think it's a silly idea or you're like, well, it's never going to work out. Like, and I've heard this before, said this before. If there's going to be times where you're going to fail, you're going to say, well, I don't know if I should do this because what if I fail? I do it anyway. Give it a try. It's better to
Mm-hmm.
think, wow, that was, that really didn't work out. Glad I'm not doing that anymore. I'd rather have that than say, what if? You get to the final couple months of your life and you're sitting on the porch swing or wherever you're at and you're looking back on, man, what would happen? How different would my life have been had I tried this and it had hit and it was amazing? Or,
Mm-hmm.
just
No, 100%.
a life sweating and getting out there, getting hard work done is a lot better than the pain of regret. So that's my
Yeah.
challenge to
No,
anybody out there.
and like you said earlier, like at the end of the day, like you still are a hat collector. I have a huge collection. At the end of the day, I can still hang my hat that I personally made, designed, and put on the wall. I did it. Like that was the goal. Even if it never takes off or goes where well, I mean, I hope it goes. It's still at the end of the day, I'll still have my hat and be like, I did it. Like this was my concept. This was like behind it, and I can say like, yeah. And who knows what this will open, the doors that this will open.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
And it could lead you to somebody else that you know, or somebody else that you come to know, and it's relatable, and you just never know where things will take you. So taking that step out of the boat it's crucial in my opinion, and that's
Hmm.
like working nights right now at the jail. Like, it's not ideal. I didn't really want to work nights. That's not kind of the goal, but you're never going to know unless you try. Whether it sucks or whether it's great, I'm not going to know what it's going to be like unless I try. So,
Yeah, and like I gotta give a quick shout out. I don't know, I can't remember if I did or not. Grant, like I could not have done it without Grant. Like
mm-hmm.
he was very instrumental in it because he's like I built so many websites before on this app, so he's like let's just do this. So he's going. I called him today. I was like, dude, I need help editing this. All right, go to this. Okay, I'll go to that. I gotta do this again. Okay. Oh yeah, it's fixed now. Perfect. So
Okay.
yeah, I top tier human being. Could have done without him. And now we'll see what goes from there.
Yes, sir. Well, to kind of end the episode, I'm going to find a couple clips here and I'm going to throw them on the end of here to just kind of recap some of my favorite conversations from the 50 episodes that I've done so far and the 9 different Jabs episodes. But 50 is pretty crazy. You said you're 25, almost halfway to 50. In that aspect, it's kind of like, oh, sheesh. But this aspect is like, man, I super blessed. It's cool. It's cool to be able to reflect and look back on the 50 conversations that I've had with people and look ahead to the 50 more. Like, who knows? Again, like the
Hmm.
hat thing, like, who knows where this is going to go? Maybe I'm going to talk to some pretty neat people. I think regardless of who they are, I'm going to talk to some really cool
Hmm.
people and learn and be able to grow myself to be a better person, the best that I can be for the people around me and to just soak it all in and enjoy it. So, this isn't going to be the last time you're going to be on here either. You're probably going to be on 51 and 52 or something like that crazy, but
Oh, we text him around like, yo, 51 dropped out. Can you hop on? Like, yeah, sure.
all right, buddy. Well,
But
I'll let
we'll
you.
have to hop on because me and Jack go to Vegas Thursday. But you driving us down, so yeah.
That's
Duh.
right. Maybe we could do a car
Don't forget.
episode, like a Jabs car episode.
Kind of fun. How about that ride in? You know that
Nice.
song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Freaking
Yeah.
The Hangover.
Yeah.
How about that right? His note
How
that he
about that
wrote.
ride in?
How about
Yeah.
that right here? No?
I once was a lone wolf. Then I met Doug. There was a two-man wolf pack.
Yeah. Good luck in Vegas. Stay safe. Watch out for the bad guys and whatnot.
Well, it'll be fun. It'll be good fun.
Thank you, buddy. All right, everybody. This has been episode 50 of the Iron Purpose Podcast. Hit him with it. What you got there in your chest? What's that right there?
Stay sharp, everybody.
Stay sharp, everybody.